All right, could there be another reason behind the FBI's reopening of the Clinton investigation? Well, my instructor, Rush Limbaugh, has a theory.
The cynical view is that Comey is still carrying water for Clinton. So you announce you're opening the inquiry, get everybody all hot and bothered and focused on it, and then after 3 or 4 or 5 days announce that it was a false alarm. Meanwhile, in that 5-day period, everybody's forgotten about WikiLeaks.
Now that's what I call a theory. It's right up there with Elvis killing Vince Foster so he could marry the head of Walt Disney. But oddly, somehow, Rush's theory makes some sense. So what's the latest in hacked emails from Clinton campaign chair John Podesta? Well, last year, they obtained this picture. Yes, this picture of Bernie Sanders, topless.
No.
In Martha's Vineyard. They thought it would ruin him. In an email, Podesta asked, "Can we tweet?" They're lucky they didn't. The world would have melted under the spell of his glorious pecs. Of course, we also saw how the Clinton Foundation scored big cash for Bill. His top aide, Doug Band, detailed how he arranged for donations from big corporations while pressing them to hire Bill for massive speaking fees. He says he helped secure $50 million for the former president, which more than covered the Cialis in hookers. All right. Walter, Rush's theory, you and I are on different sides of the fence on WikiLeaks, but I want to first ask you about Rush's theory.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work to distract from WikiLeaks. That's like setting fire to your house so your wife doesn't see that you threw up on the rug. What you've done. You've done that.
Yeah, oh yeah. I always clean it up myself, though. I think that this is a very far-fetched theory. I really think the answer is much simpler.
Yeah.
I think the FBI is trying to distract from the fact that it didn't do its dang job the first time.
Yeah.
I also think there are plenty of other things it's trying to distract us from. You know, the fact that McRib has never become a permanent McDonald's menu item.
True.
You know, the fact that Goldman Sachs is going to need a federal bailout for a huge investment loss that's coming in about a week.
Mm.
Yeah, they put a lot of money into someone, you know.
Yes. It's not Tyrus. All right, Bauer. Bauer, what do you make of Rush's theory? It's the first time you heard it, I can tell.
No, I was all over it today, and I you know, usually Rush is, he said it, he was accentuating all these words that I don't understand.
So let me ask, are you for or against WikiLeaks?
No, I'm down with WikiLeaks.
Okay, you're down.
I think it's a great thing. Obviously, it could come back and bite us, me, and yes. But because my words go out in the ether, you know, and then they could be grabbed by WikiLeaks. But mine aren't that interesting. But what Rush said is an interesting theory, but. Right. It's just so. It's just Comey would have to be the best actor in the world.
Yeah, I agree.
He'd have to get the Academy Award because he's doing a lot of drama, a lot of work.
Here's what drives me crazy, Tyrus. So I read a couple of things from WikiLeaks, something about Bernie Sanders' picture. Is this revelation? These aren't revelations. Is this worth the intrusion into somebody's privacy? So we know kind of really what's already going on in the political world. This stuff isn't like mind-blowing.
Here's the thing about WikiLeaks. It didn't affect the polls.
Yeah.
Donald Trump was doing his own great job of shooting himself in the foot. So whatever WikiLeaks was writing about, nobody cared. And to put, like I said, if you took anybody in this audience or anybody at home watching and took their emails of what they talked about employees at work, everybody in here would be like, yo, did you see what Cheryl was wearing today? Hashtag brave. You know what I'm saying? And everybody would be like, oh, but it's funny now, but if it would have came out on national TV, you'd have been a bunch of shamers. We've been talking. And that's what this basically is. It's not important. And one other thing, speaking of Academy Awards, should have got Best Supporting for Scarface. Manny was my guy. And should have got it. But anyways, going back to that.
It's true. All right, Kat, I know that you love WikiLeaks, but what Tyrus is saying is true. We like it as long as it doesn't target us. It's deeply hypocritical.
Yes, but I'm not a public figure.
Well,
so it doesn't really matter.
Technically, even on this show,
well, I mean, I'm not a public in the sense of those emails are my emails.
Okay.
They have nothing to do with, you know, I can email some weird stuff to someone else and it doesn't affect our country's safety at all.
No. I don't know.
So there's a huge difference when we're talking about the safety of us, especially when this person you're potentially going to be the next president, versus the weird stuff that I sometimes come home and, you know, message people.
I don't think that's weird at all. It's not weird at all.
And I mean, the Clintons, the things in WikiLeaks, it's like every bad thing that people have said about the Clintons is true. Yeah. They really care about the Clintons, and that's all that they care about. They're talking about using Erica Garner, it's the sick stuff that's in these emails. Now, do people really care? Not as much as they should, but you know, I still love that it's out there because I love when bad things happen to bad people.
But okay, however, who's going to run for office? Walter, who's going to run for office if I believe that everything that I've ever written on my Yahoo account back to '96 is going to be open game? I won't run for office. You'll lose all the perverts.
Yeah, let's just have everybody in the audience start. If you all would just forward your phones.
Yes.
Let's just put it all out there. Yeah. Everyone put their stuff out there and see what happens.
Let's kill the whole idea of privacy.
People, and they'll be like 7 years old that could run for office.
you know, I think you're right. I mean, few are clean enough. Besides Donny Osmond to run for president.
Wild man.
But I'm going to get really serious on you. We're electing the head of $1 trillion government, the most powerful country in the world, and with the most powerful military and the most powerful intelligence and surveillance capacities. It is morally and ethically irresponsible not to take into account every bit of information we can in making that decision. Not to do it would be like going to a murder scene as a cop and seeing a knife right inside the door that you don't have a search warrant for and not, you know, picking it up.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that, actually.
I know you can't.
I've seen a lot of television about it. Yeah.
They do it all the time.
Yeah, SVU is going downhill, but is it still on?
Yeah, without Chris Mullin, it's not the same.
It isn't the same at all. I think it's not. You know, I don't think that WikiLeaks is not. It's not going to be the end of Hillary. It's going to be the end of email. Everybody's just going to get off email. It's all going to be oral legend.
Nobody's going to get off email.
Yes, they are.
0 people off email.
All right, maybe I lied. We got to move on. Coming up, a story so scary your hair might stand on end, unless you're bald. Will the rise in Obamacare premiums become a big issue with voters? Plus, why artificial intelligence predicts Donald Trump will win the election. Stick around.